Hey y'all, it's Taryn. It is Sunday, February 16th. Welcome. I hope y'all have had a great last couple of weeks. It's been good here. Lots of work, but I feel like I've gotten lots of stitching and other stuff done too. In cleaning on my desk, I have like a 1 foot by 1 foot spot that I can actually see the desk. It's clean all the way through to the desk. So I feel more accomplished than you can believe. Anyway, I guess I need to get through this because Dax is on his way home from the office and it is a beautiful day here. And so we're going to bathe the stinky dog when he gets home. And if you hear a cat, I have my window open and the cat can hear me talking, so he's out there talking back, I guess. Anyway, I worked on Bent Creek Wedding Row. It's been a couple of years since I started this, probably. I think that I came down along the bottom and on the top here, and I know I put in the X's and the O's. I may have put in the R. I'm really not sure, and I was too lazy to go back and check. But as you can see, I am not using the called for colors. I wanted this to match in my bedroom. So I'm going to make like a neck roll pillow with it when I'm done. The red that I'm using, I dyed. It is DMC number 841 with Ritz Scarlet dye because I wanted a darker red than I could find. I think I dyed 3 different ones, and I started with like ecru and then got a little bit more towards tan as I dyed them because I didn't want it to be pink. I was trying to make sure that I kept it red, so I didn't want to use a white base. Anyway, I worked just a hot little minute on Happy Everything, and in case anybody wonders, in case anybody has commented, Katrina, about the size, the finished size of this, on 14 count fabric, it is, the stitch design area is approximately 4 1/4 inches by 18 1/4 inches. But if you want to calculate for any kind of fabric, it's 58 stitches tall by 254 stitches wide. Just in case anybody asked me weeks ago and has been waiting for me to answer. Anyway, I got a whole lot of nothing accomplished. I think I did this. Yeah, I did all of this down here. Yeah, it's pretty impressive stuff. And my 20 and 20 are going to be pretty hard if I don't get more done. That's all I know. I may be shooting for 2 and 20. I worked on the Quaker piece. This is January's up here. I did finish that, but not until in February. And then this is February's. It's a good thing I did not decide to wait since I start stitching over here. Since they're going down, I would have been halfway through the year. I'm trying to figure out how it goes. So, this and this are my meager starts on February. This is all January. The pattern has some initials, like right here, and I think over here. I'm not putting initials in. I may do it later when I see the whole layout, but without knowing how many initials and where they are and where they're going to be, I'm just not going to bother right now. But anyway, I'm proud that I got January finished. Even if I didn't finish it until February, it's still, I'm not a whole month behind anymore. So there you go. I worked on this Disney Heroes. I think this one's the Heroes. I got my pattern from L Cross Stitch on Etsy. And I'm doing mine on blue. And this is the one that I am dangerously close to the bottom. Anyway, I had to squeeze some of these in a little bit, and I'll have to do it again at the top because Mickey's in the middle. Anyway, I finished Mickey. That's what I did on him. I finished he needed this one ear, his hat, and then like his little mouth and cheeks weren't done yet. So, in order to finish this by the end of the year, I'll need to do 2 motifs on average every month. Don't see that happening. I did start on the polar bear. What's his name? Peter Polar Bear. Like I said, I think last time, I need to do 2 of these a month. Yeah, this is not happening either, apparently. Anyway, because of my fabric choice, I had to outline him in gray to kind of make him show up. I didn't go with the really dark one, just kind of subtle. Hopefully he'll show up. I need to put the rest of his face on because right now he looks kind of creepy. So, overall, here we are. It's not so bad. I mean, it's so bad for being completed by this year, but overall not so bad. This. Again, here we go. It's hard to tell where I've stitched. I haven't made much progress because I ripped a whole bunch of stuff out, only to, don't you hate this, realize that it was correct and I shouldn't have ripped it out. So, now I'm putting it back in. So I'm still on this one same flower. Again, all of these, well, with the exception of the Quaker Stitch Along, are on my list for 20 and 20, and it's not looking good. Especially if I just keep stitching the same flower over and over again and I don't make progress. So, I did have 2 new starts since last time. Out of the summer of 1990 Celebrations in Cross Stitch, I am doing this summer. And here. Red, white, and blue summer. I got an M. What's more American than a pig in red rain boots? I'm just saying. So there we go. I got 1 M. I have to tell y'all, I have been watching, well, I've been watching several people and still catching up on the whip parades that people are doing. And when people talk about, good Lord, the cat jumped on the window, scared me to death. When people show things and they are like, yeah, I'm not doing this, I'm UFOing it. Guys, I can't handle that. Y'all are killing me with UFOs. As we all know, there are projects that Taryn hates. I can't quit. I can't. It would be less stressful for me to leave it sitting in that box for the next 150 years than to concede defeat and throw it away. I can't do it. I'm getting hives watching you people do it. Y'all are killing me. But good for you. Good for you for being able to do it. Because it's frustrating when you don't have it. And I know people tell me, you'd feel better if you just got rid of it. No, it will haunt me forever. Which is why there's so much crap in my dungeon out here. My start for this past week was from the May-June 1988 issue of Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. And I am doing this reindeer here. And I got a pretty big, stunning start on it. That is right here in the middle of the saddle. I started in the middle just because on this piece I don't know where it's going to be. This is just a piece of blue even weave. That is all I know about it. It's kind of a slate blue. It's got a little bit of gray undertones, but anyway, big start on there. And the reason it didn't get more love is because I was working on this Bread House Welcome by Dimensions, this kit. We all know my love-hate with Dimensions, but I finished it. Look at that. And this was in blue. I changed it to green because I know where I'm going to put this, and the shelf that it will be either on or hanging from is green, dark green. So anyway, it has a whole bunch of other birdhouses sitting on it, so this will be perfect there. Probably going to hang it. It's got like the pegs under it, so I'll probably finish it kind of as a pillow and hang it from those pegs. I don't know. But y'all, that is on my list of 2020. So it's not going to go with nothing completed. And I'll do you one better. I picked up this one, Life on the Farm, Stitch World Cross Stitch is who it says it's made by. And I started these 3 barns, I just looked, like in 2017. They're not that big. But I finished it. This was also on my list of 20 and 20. So, worst case, I'm going to get 2 out of 20 done. Y'all, these barns, the cross stitching was quick. The back stitching took about twice as long on each one as the actual cross stitching took. There's an insane amount of back stitching. Look at this door. Insane, I'm telling you. But I'm thrilled to death because I got 2 of them done. 2 things. So there we go. What does that make me? 10% accomplished? Yay. Let's see. I finally gave in, and I had to get a 3rd box, a 3rd tub to put my webs in. Stop. Now she's clawing at the screen. Yeah, a 3rd box for my webs. Good gravy. It's okay. It's okay. I got some done. I got 2 things done. I added 2 in the last 2 weeks, but I also finished 2. So right now I'm just even Steven, right? That works. I got some happy mail this week from Kathy. She said that she had been in a thrift store and she saw this and thought of me, which is awesome. Look at this fabric. I love it. I went yesterday to Hobby Lobby and I bought some fabric to go with it to make a project bag, but I didn't have this with me, and when I pulled it out a while ago to work on it, I don't like them together. It's too busy. It's too much. So I gotta still work on it. It's killing me because I've been all day, all week. I just wanted to go and get this project bag made. But look, before I show you that, she sent a project bag with it. Because I'm not picky. I'll use that. But then, when I was in Hobby Lobby yesterday, look at this. Are you kidding me? Yes. I bought a bunch of it. I don't even know how much I bought. I'm going to make a project bag, but I couldn't find anything I liked to go inside of it. What I really wanted was a pale yellow check, and what they had was pretty bold yellow. So I have to keep looking. And I know, it's ridiculous the amount of fabric that I have in this room. And I look today, and I don't like anything I have with it. Ridiculous. That's all I'm saying. So, let's see what else Like I said, things around here have been pretty good. I asked the other day, how is it that our crippled dog, who cannot even stand up, has become the dog that is getting into the most and causing the most trouble in this house? She drags herself over to the couch, especially at night when we're asleep, and pulls the pillows off of it. I keep the couches covered with blankets because the other dogs lay on them. She pulls those off and she sleeps on them, but then she's used to having puppy pads, so she also goes to the bathroom on them. So I have a wooden crate that I use as a coffee table there. And I put the wooden crate up against one of the couches. And then I took two of the dining chairs and put them in front of the love seat. Well, she pulled the dining chairs apart and pulled the stuff off the couch. So I took bungee cords and I tied the dining chairs together. Well, then she just moved them out of the way as a pair. So now they're tied to the wooden crate. Y'all, this is ridiculous. This is nuts. I'm going to go buy her a cone of shame. That way she can't get to the puppy pads to chew them up. She can't get to the couch. And maybe it'll make her just stay out of trouble. Like I said, how is it that the dog who can't walk is the dog causing the most trouble? I don't know. I don't know. Trying to think if anything else exciting has happened. I don't think so. Oh, I do have a PSA. It's from Taryn, just in case you need to know. When you get in your car, you are not invisible. Kirsten and I went last week. I bought this new wooden, it's really like just a giant antique wooden box that I put in front of the couch in the front room, in the family room, den, whatever you call it, I don't care. I had seen it at an antique shop, so I went back to buy it. And in the middle of the day, in the middle of downtown in New Braunfels, we're sitting at a traffic light, and the guy next to us is drinking a beer, which is incredibly illegal. Like, nobody can see that he's sitting in his truck drinking a beer. And then Dax and I were on the way to work, and the lady in the car next to us was plucking her chin hairs. Don't do that in your car. Come on. You're not invisible. I'm throwing that out there. Keep it in mind. People can see you in your car. What else? Looking around. Oh, I do have something else. I FFO'd some stuff. I was so proud of myself. I was getting it done and taken care of before I made my bag, my project bag. And then I was so disappointed, like I said, that I don't like the fabrics together. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to take it with me and look and decide what I want. I tried putting it with some red ticking and I didn't like that. I don't know. Anyway, FFOs. I finished this one. I think this one was one by Lizzie Kate. I'm trying to get this thread off of there. It's stitched in there. Sorry, it's the border. I just used some red ticking that I had, and then this was just some trim that I got at Target last year or the year before. I don't know. But there wasn't any way that I didn't want a seam running through it, and there's not, like, it's not hanging from the top like the pom-poms do and stuff. So I just took, I was going to say ecru, but it really wasn't. It was some white floss that I spilled something on. So now it's like coffee dyed. So it wouldn't be stark white. So I just used it and just put a line in between each heart to attach it to the piece. And then this is just from a charm pack. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. In this one, the pattern calls for buttons, and I had pulled some buttons out, but then when I put them on there, I really didn't, I felt like it took away from the piece, so I didn't attach them when I laid it on. So anyway, so that one's done, and then finally, I know, I did it today just in time for February. And then, just in time for January, I finished my little January piece. I don't even remember what book this is in. Anyway, it's got all the months. But I just put it onto a dish towel, a white one. I was going to make one of those little dress things out of it, and I just got lazy. So I got this much done, and I was like, that's good. I'm glad I didn't cut the dish towel in half and have to keep going. I had pulled this fabric to use for the bodice of the dress, and then just like a blue and white check flannel to use on the inside, the lining. But anyway, it's cute. I actually had wanted to put some little white pom-pom trim on there, but what I had was really big, and I didn't like the way that looked, and I didn't want to wait anymore because I was here and ready to do it. But I'm happy with it. Anyway, here you go. So, next year in January, it'll be ready. So, I feel like, you know, ultra accomplished today. I have painted my toenails, which have been needing to be done for ages. I keep my toenails painted all the time, and it drives me nuts when they start getting chipped, but it's been too cold to not have my shoes on, or socks at the least, and it's bad to paint them and then wear socks right on top of them. So today it was finally nice enough to leave socks and shoes off for a while, so I got that done. I got those 2 FFOs done. I have a space on my desk that's cleared off where I can actually see all the way through to the bottom of the desk. I don't know if I already said that, but I'm feeling accomplished today, because usually I accomplish pretty much nothing. So, I mean, if I don't do anything else today, I'm good. Nobody else will be, though, because they'll expect me to cook dinner and all that crazy stuff. But anyway, I guess that's all. I feel like I've been talking a mile a minute, but trying to get it done before Dax actually gets home. I was going to say, let's talk about plans for next week. This is what I'm going to do or whatever, but I could tell you that, and then we could just laugh and laugh, because we all know if I plan it, it's not going to happen. So we'll just skip that part and see where next week takes us. Anyway, I think that's all I've done. I think that's all I've got to talk about. If I was better at this, I would take notes during the week and know what I wanted to say and all of that kind of stuff. But even then, I don't know if any of y'all are like this. I can write things on Post-it notes, and I can post them all over the place. And after about 10 minutes, I will ignore them that they're there, like it's some kind of wallpaper. That doesn't work for me. I'm just like, yep, saw it before already. And it just becomes part of the background noise. So it probably wouldn't help if I took notes. Anyway, that really made it easy for me to study in school. Made me a great student. So anyway, yeah, I guess I'll just take it as it comes. And if you watched last week's video, I'm sure that you are aware that now I am Taryn Verley Technological Genius, because I managed to get 2 pieces of video into one thing. I'm telling you, people, that is way out there for me. So, all right, I'm going to quit rambling now. I'm going to go. I hope y'all have a great week or 2, or you know what I mean. Thank you, everyone, for your comments. Thank you for the likes. welcome new subscribers, and we will see you here next time. Thanks, y'all. Bye.